All right, boys and girls, welcome back to another video here. First, before I get into the intro to this video, let me just kind of break down the last 2 days of hell that I've pretty much gone through to even attempt to make a video. So 2 days ago, Thursday, we knew that we had a lot of rain coming through. It was starting to get really, really cold. All that rain that we were gonna get in the afternoon was gonna turn to ice, and then we were gonna get snow overnight. So I decided, short of going out and fishing in the boat in the rain, that I would just come down to the local little derpy trout pond here in the state park and try and catch stock trout, because how hard can that be, right? So first day, go trudging through the mud, fishing pretty much in the drizzling rain up until I just could not stand it anymore and gave up. With all the rain and stuff, all the mud and whatnot drained down into the little pond, and it was just absolute chocolate milk. So I figured that probably wasn't good for any sort of trout situation. So then fast forward to yesterday, after we got all that snow, I decided in that 6 to 8 inches of snow to come out and try and catch stock trout again. Well, to make a long story short, that didn't work out. It was a lot of work for nothing. I did get to watch a guy in a Honda Civic try and come down the hill and then try and go back up the hill, and let's just say he did not make it. And you know what? I almost didn't either. I walked the whole thing. I didn't take the Yukon down there. I just walked, slipped and fell on my ass. Basically have had the worst 2 days of trying to make a video of my life. So now, well, I was gonna say you guys might be able to see behind me, but you can't because the back windshield is trash. But I've got the boat in tow, in the snow. I already came out here to the state park this morning just to check the ramp conditions, and there was already one boat out, so I'm not the only crazy, desperate one to try and catch a stupid crappie. But the ramp situation's not terrible. I've got the shovel just in case, but I honestly didn't really feel like shoveling the ramp this morning. Somebody else put in. I should be able to put in just fine too. But I have the cover on because the roads are trash, slush everywhere, the boat's gonna be filthy, but I did decide to put the cover on for this trip. So now we're just slowly but surely making our way down the hill to the boat ramp here. So that's been the situation. So now I've got the boat with me. I don't care, whatever it takes, I'm gonna get out and catch a fish and make a stupid video, because trying to switch it up and film some different content, you know, stock trout, did not pan out. So now we're just pulling into the boat ramp here, kind of slip sliding around. I'm gonna back it down just real slow and see if I need to shovel out or anything, but I gotta get suited up, get the boat cover off, and get out there. It's pretty windy, but it's from the southeast, I think, so a couple spots I can pretty much get out of it. Let's just get everything off and get out there. Whew. That's a lot of work, man. Fishing when it's cold in the wintertime with snow and all this bullshit is really a lot of work. So don't ever take those hot summer afternoons when you're wearing shorts and flip-flops and only takes 5 minutes to get the boat ready. Don't take those days for granted, because I miss them right now big time. But I don't know, ramp's pretty slick. I kind of preemptively like backed it down and I was slipping. So hopefully we don't get stuck. If we do, that'll make a pretty good video though. I need a viral one. Got suited up here, got the straps off, got to put the plug in, and then we're just gonna go and give it a rip. But it's big day, big football Sunday. Chiefs and the Packers both have some big games today. I think it's like 10 o'clock right now. I'm only a little behind schedule. I wanted to get out earlier, but when the weather's like this, it's really hard to find the motivation unless I've got customers in the boat, so you might be able to understand that. But we're gonna get out, try and make a video here before the Chiefs game at 2 o'clock, and then the Packers at 5:40. So jacked. Not really too jacked for this fishing excursion, but it sure beats fishing for stock trout from the bank and not catching anything. I'm ready to go. Let's get the boat in. Remember how I said the ramp was really slick? Yeah, I'm stuck. Shit. Yeah, we're stuck. Shit. Okay, just kidding. We're good. I was stuck there for a second, but you know, if you just do things the right way and not the wrong way, then chances are things will work out. But getting it out will be another story. One prayer to get the Alumacraft out. Well, the good thing is that my throttle cables are not frozen, because I have been known to have a frozen throttle cable and not be able to go anywhere, but the water pump is not peeing water out of the motor. So that's kind of annoying, but she'll get there. Just gonna let the motor run for a little bit here. She's cold, it's cold. So I'll just put it in gear, kind of idle out of here, not get it up on plane. But these are just the type of things that you deal with when you fish in the dead of winter. Spoke a little too soon about those throttle cables because they're stiff, but we're moving. The boat's good. Still not quite peeing yet, so we're just gonna take it slow out of here and wait for it to start going. But again, if you guys fish in the wintertime, just exercise extreme caution. Don't be an idiot. No fish is obviously worth your life. Always make sure you go with a buddy. As you can see, I clearly have a buddy with me. All my friends that I have that like to fish with me, they're with me right now in spirit. Just kidding, I don't really have any friends. Just be safe. I'm just out here to make a video, try and catch a couple fish. Want to do a little crappie fish fry for the football games this afternoon. But we're not going anywhere until Yamaha starts peeing back there. So hopefully I'll just catch you guys at the spot. Had to come back to the boat ramp to get something because I forgot something, but we do have motor peeage. So that's good. So that means we can rip, and ripping we shall. Oh, those throttle cables are tight and frozen. Hopefully we don't get stranded. Well, guys, I just came over to this area to scan and just kind of look around. Went to go throw the boat in neutral, and guess what? My throttle cables are stuck in gear. So that being said, we're fishing over here regardless. Fish on, good one. First drop, chunky. Keeper size, right in the corner of the mouth. Chunky guy. We'll go for dinner. Maybe we'll do a catch and cook too. If I ever get off this lake alive, maybe we'll do a catch and cook. Let's not take for granted the fact that I have not caught a fish in 2 days. I am very, very happy to see that 10.5-inch keeper for sure. First drop. Fish on. Feels like a white bass. Nope. Big crappie. Nice one. Nice one. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's gotten a lot worse out here since I first got here, so that sucks. But catching fish or biting, this is brutal though. This sucks. Everything's frozen. Oh, okay, well, we came over to the dam. I'm so done fighting the wind. It is so incredibly frustrating just trying to come out and do what you have to do with an east or west wind on this lake. That's what happened the last time. I can't believe it's happening to me again. This is just my luck. I'm not trying to bitch and moan about things to bitch and moan about, but this is just ridiculous. So I'm gonna try and fish some of the brush that I have on the dam here. I haven't fished it in a long time, but this is the only place we can get out of it, and I'm not leaving without at least 5 fish that I can eat. So hopefully we'll be able to make something happen over here on some of this brush. Eat it. Come on. There he is. Yes. Oh my God, yeah, holy balls, dude. Giant. I watched that thing race up so fast. That's a tank. Hell yeah. Thank God. That is a tank. That thing absolutely raced up and crushed it. I can't even say crushed it. I mean, I just felt weight, but man, that was a good bite. So we're fishing 12 or 13 feet of water. This does not set up like any of the other piles that I've been fishing, a lot shallower. I rolled over this. This is the first one that I scanned over here and had a bunch of fish on it. And I've just been watching them rise up and down and race all over the place. And that was the first one to commit. And it was a big one. So that makes me happy. Oh. Just missed one that again I watched race up. Just barely touched it, but he raced up right there and hit me. He didn't get it though. Still a lot of fish here. It's pretty easy to see them when you're this shallow. It's definitely easier to video game fish. The marks show up a lot thicker. Definitely easier to see what you're looking at, but I think we can keep this school of fish on this brush here fired up. It's not even that big of a pile. It's more of like a tree. It's not a giant brush pile, but it does have quite a bit of branches on it. Only in 12 feet of water, brush comes all the way up to 5 or 6 feet. Not going down very far at all. Just rolling up to the next pile here in the area, and looks pretty good. Definitely some fish on it. There we go. Instant. Feels good. Feels good. Yep. Oh yeah. Instant. Just had to switch colors. to that light purple lavender color. And we got bit right away. Got him to go. Sometimes that's all you got to do. Just change it up from that flap tail, that beaver tail kind of profile, to a stinger tail. Just something a little bit more subtle since that water's still pretty cold yet. And they may be pretty inactive from the front that rolled through, but we got one to go right away. Another one, instant. Feels a little bit better, but not big. Nope. A little bit bigger, but not a keeper. Got him fired up though, big time. He might have been 10, but really need him that small. Like that 11 or 12 inch range for eating purposes. Oh, dude, they are fired up now. This one feels better for sure. Oh yeah, nice one. That's the keeper size we're looking for. We had just needed that more subtle profile and that lighter color, I guess, and that's gonna make number 5, maybe. We'll get like 6 or 8. Might have a buddy over or something for the games. Well, that sure is cool. That sure is neat. How neat is that? There we go. Plucked his ass. Small fish. Just kind of a mix of both of them down there, I guess. Another one. Instant. This one feels a little bit better. Nope. That same size. Right around 10. Ooh, that one crushed it, and this one feels big. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. First one on that silverfish and lime color too. Haven't had one hit on that one yet, but man, this guy just freaking crushed it. Got a nice little selection of fish in there so far. Not turning out to be too bad, but a bite window may have opened. It's noon right now. Never know, but it seems that switching colors and the profile of the bait definitely helped increase our bites, especially on this deeper pile over here. Ooh, just made a move. First drop on a new pile. Another keeper. First drop, just came back up to the dam here. I haven't fished this pile yet. I didn't even really have a decent waypoint on it, but rolled over it and had fish on it and dropped down and caught one right away. That's how it's supposed to work. Just keeping on moving here. Probably just a few more keepers and then call it. It's about 12:30 now, so I've been out here for about an hour and a half. Got 7, 8, 9, maybe 9 keepers, nice ones. Let's see if we can't get 1 or 2 more off this stuff. This is good. There's a nice fish. Oh yeah. That'll work. He sure felt a lot bigger. I'm done throwing back 10.5s here. Put him in the box. I have a nice little fish fry for the football games. Super, super good. There he is. Nice fish too. Big one. Big fish. Yeah, buddy. That is the kind we're looking for. That's a dandy. Dandy. He was charged up too. I actually fished that one suspended. Can't really see my marks there, but saw Mark kind of looking at it, and I cat and moused him a little bit, and I didn't feel him bite. There was just a little weight suspended off the brooch. That's cool. I think we got enough fish now, so call it good on that one and see if we can pop another couple nice ones if they're here and willing, just for recreational purposes, of course. Well, I wasn't too shabby of an afternoon. I got 2 really, really nice ones here that I pulled out of the box for some pictures, but you know, those are good. 12.5, 13s maybe. Nice pair of them. Yeah, probably got like 9 in the box maybe, but those are just some really nice ones. But I mean, again, kind of the program, we were just trying to dodge the wind any freaking way that we could, because this southeast crap really just isn't working for me. So just had to make some moves, fish some shallow stuff, fish some deep stuff, just bounced around, fish maybe 3 or 4 piles over here, and they all produced. So definitely a fun time, but now we got to get this thing on the trailer and get it safely out of the water. I have a feeling it is going to be a little bit treacherous, so we'll just kind of get back to the ramp and feel it out and see what happens. But I think I'm gonna go home, clean these up for you guys, pop some in the fryer, and get ready for the football game. So we'll see you back at the ramp. Hopefully get this thing out safe. crossed. We made it! Always make sure you drain your lower unit as much as possible. Trim it up, blow it out. That way your impeller won't freeze like mine does every day, because I fish every day, so it's almost impossible. I don't have a heated garage, but well, pretty cool. I'm gonna get undressed here a little bit, take some layers off, throw the tarp back on, get home, clean these crappies up. I'll see you in the garage. Well, we made it back safe and sound. Trying to put out of my mind right now how incredibly dirty the boat is. Like, not tarping it on the way home was probably a bad idea, but nothing that nice little wash in the next couple days when everything melts can't fix. But I'm gonna get these crappies out of the live well, get the workbench cleared off here because it's a disaster, and clean these fish up for you, and then pop them in the fryer. We've got 45 minutes until the Chiefs game starts or so. It's gonna be a good afternoon. Get a nice little whiskey drink poured and get to it. So let's get this stuff cleaned off. Well, we've got the station set up here, got the cutting board, got the fillet knife, got 9 nice fish in the bucket. That's gonna do just fine for the football games this afternoon. Well, that big girl's got 3 or 4 shad in her stomach there. There's one. Ooh, should we put that in the fish fry too? There's 2. Shad number 2. Shad number 3 is in pieces, but yeah, 3 shad in that belly that I can see. More shad. There's another one for you. There's another one right there. Eesh. See his eyes. Big one. That's all she wrote. So let's get all this stuff cleaned up, let these fillets sit in that cold water and rinse off for a little bit. I don't actually have any fish fry, which is a big surprise, but I eat fish enough to where I don't really need it. We'll just throw some flour together with some other random stuff and things, and then put them in the fryer. All right, we are in the kitchen. We've got everything prepped here. I just made up my own little batter situation. Flour, paprika, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, just all kinds of stuff and things, just enough to get it coated and whatever, but we've got the fillets hanging out in the cold water. Beauty, looks great. So we've got the drinks flowing, we've got the game on. Things are not looking so good for the Chiefs so far, unfortunately, but if you guys can't tell, that's not who I'm really rooting for today. That game's not on till later, but I've got the oil heating up outside. Fish are ready to go. We're gonna get them breaded up, pop them in the fryer. Game over, I'm starving. All right, well, we've got the oil ready, so we're just gonna start popping these babies in. Just make sure, check the temp. Always check the temp. Drop your fish in, make sure it starts sizzling. Crank the heat up a little bit. Start dropping those puppies in there. Whew, a little foggy there. So we've got 9 fish in there, meaning we've got 18 fillets, so we'll probably just let those cook up, bring the first batch in, put the second batch in, be good to go. Yeah, buddy. That one's still good, right? 5-second rule. Flaky. Tanner, please, let me offer you a consolation. Well, that's gonna about do it for us today. It's not a very pleasant scene in this household right now with the way the Chiefs are playing. So we'll just take this out here. But that was a damn fine fish fry, little impromptu fresh fish fry for the Chiefs game. Got the Packers coming up right afterwards. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I didn't show too much about cooking them and whatnot, but I mean, it's a fish fry. You can't really mess it up as long as you have the oil hot enough. The batter, I like shore lunch. That's kind of my go-to. I can't get shore lunch here locally. I didn't have any Andy's fish fry on hand because we do so many fish fries, it's hard to keep it on hand. So I just use some flour and various other spices and whatnot to give it whatever flavor you really want. Just do it to taste. But otherwise, that's all I've got for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.